Jones.
We are at the 25 mark episode. We are playing Notts Forest in the first game back this week. So as I've said in the last few games, I am going to be voicing over from now on. That is my lineup against Notts Forest with a 4-2-3-1. I feel more relaxed that I don't have to talk while playing. And if I swear a bit too much, then you can't hear it because the mic's not on. So that's a benefit from my behalf. This week, I've got to say that my team worked really well as a team, and that's the key part in a football team this year, is to gel. Volman and Rodriguez have both had their fair share of matches for Luton. Obviously, Rodriguez was on loan first of all. He's come back and he's played absolutely amazing. A few mistakes, but that's pure rustiness of not playing in a low league. This is an amazing goal by Rufa. I'm really proud that he scored. I wouldn't say he's lost his spot as a cam. I know I've said this a few games ago, but it's really hard to pick between two in-form cam players. That's my issue at the moment. All my players seem to be playing pretty well, and the ones that haven't, I do sell and release before their form does improve. I don't have the time nor the energy. That's a really disappointing goal for me to let in by Notts Forest. Obviously, keeper was nowhere to be seen. Trigger happy Mark kicks off again, and it lets in a upsetting goal in my eyes. I can't believe I missed that. Korea has had a few of them this season, couple yards out and he misses. He seems to score some amazing goals, and the easy ones he can't do, but I'm not going to complain. As you can see, Rodriguez yet again, a little bit of a silly mistake. A couple of minutes before the end of the first match, and it's 1-1 against Forest. What can you say? A 1-1 draw against Forest, any team would be proud of, and I mean that as a top championship team. A 1-1 draw against them, 1 point. That's a good game. That's a really, I'm really impressed with that. Obviously 3 points would have been nice. 3 points would have pushed me towards promotion a lot quicker. Second game is against Leeds, and again, as you can see, it's a 4-2-3-1. That's the formation I'm going to be sticking with this season until I get annoyed with it. 4-3-3 seemed to work really well last season, but the midfield just wasn't there. That was a unlucky start to the match. As you can see, a lovely ball to Libman, with Libman scoring with ease. I'm really hard up in between fighting first place striking role for Libman and Korea. They're both scoring top goals. I mean, that's a nice goal, and they're both, I guarantee, by the end of this season, by the end of championship season, I reckon they're both going to be on high 17 goals each, if not 20 each. I can't see Mark doing as well this season. He doesn't seem to have that kind of quality. I could be wrong. As you can see, even my CDMs can score in this match. That's when you know that you've got a solid CDM. He's powerful, and he defends, and he can shoot. He's almost a Yaya Toure without the height and build, I'd say. And anyone would want to play like that in their team. He's a Sandro of passion as well. He's always coming back and fighting for his spot. When I let him have a rest, it's always he comes back the next game playing amazingly. This was so upsetting. It was like the Chuckle brothers in defence, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm really disappointed with that goal, to be honest. As we can see, my centre-back Rodriguez manages to get a goal in here. Don't know how or why he was that far up on the pitch, but I'm not going to complain. 82-minute goal, against Leeds. It's now 3-1. I'm happy with that. As you can tell, the whistle will blow any second now. Even if Leeds score right now, it'll still be 3-2, and I can't see them scoring 2 goals in the last final seconds. 3 points against Leeds, that's 4 points in 2 games, 2 very hard games. 4 points is very good for me. Watford are next. They're in the Premiership. Unfortunately, they're in the Championship against me. They're going to have a solid team. They will. They always will. That was the lineup that I got, and they get kick-off. I apologise. I'm probably about 3 minutes into this recording now. I apologise if my voice sounds a bit croaky. I've got a little bit of a cough going on at the moment. I can't work out if I'm getting a cold. Great start to a new year, I guess. Cookie on the ball. I still think that's a penalty. I screamed my head off. That was one of the reasons why I muted audio this week, was because I swore a little bit too much. Gomez, my right mid, trying to do what Cookie couldn't. Cheeky little chip. So as you can see, last episode CDM scores, this week a right mid scores, my left mid tried to. You've got to go back about a season when my left mids were scoring for fun. So my team, even if my strikers don't score 17 goals each this season, which I still think they will, I personally think they will, especially Korea. I can see Korea scoring 20 goals this season. Even if they don't, the rest of my team are going to be scoring goals for me. I wouldn't be surprised if my goalkeeper scores within the next couple of weeks. As you can see, Rodriguez nearly with his second goal in one episode. That would have been amazing to see, 2 goals from a centre-back. Not too sure why he's that far up, but you know, he was offside anyway. Doesn't really understand the offside role against him. As you can see, Watford do get a free kick last couple of minutes off the game, and it literally does nothing. The whistle literally blows any second now, and I win this game 1-0. Again, a very positive start to this episode. It's now 7 points in 3 games, 7 points in the Championship in your first year in the Championship. That's just crazy. To be all truthful, that's 7 out of 9, and as a team looking for promotion in my head, that's the right step forwards. My team looks strong enough. I've got key players. Personally, if I was to improve my team, if you look at the lineup for the next game against Bolton, you'll see maybe Volman might need a replacement. Maybe my right mid, you know, someone that's got that little extra step. But apart from that, this team should be a mid-table Premiership team in my eye. Maybe a 12th place Premiership team. That's what this team's got in them. That's what this team has. This team is so solid. They're all like rated like 70s, to be honest. They do deserve to be higher up in the world. And I'm going to be worried in the January sales when bigger teams do come in. I think that might be Korea's 6th goal of the season now. 6 goals and a brilliant start to this match. Now this is strange, it doesn't normally happen for me, it normally happens against me, to be all truthful. I know that Ashley87 gets this a lot when he's playing FIFA 16. Look, a penalty, a goddamn penalty, and I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. In the last couple of weeks, all you've heard me say from penalties is, I'm going left. When I give away a penalty, I make my keeper go left. I'm going to go right, because at the end of the day, the computer won't realise that. I'm going to try and go top right. Maybe not top right, but still. Now that's got to be either my 6th or 7th goal by now. I don't know when it comes up at the bottom saying that's so many goals. I thought it was 5, so I don't know. But I'm winning 2-0 at half time, and I get a free kick. 58 minutes in, you can't really do much in that spot. You know, you could whip it in. I'm not the best at free kicks. I'm not really good at whipping it in, as you can see there. No, I'm normally good at getting a ball whipped into the box. I really, really can't believe that went in, and I still can't believe that the number still hasn't come up. I don't know what that ballerina dance thing was from Korea there. I didn't realise that while I was editing or recording this. It was only the voiceover that I realised that. I'm winning 3-0. Korea with a hat-trick. I think that might be his first hat-trick for my team. Bolton, what can you say? They deserve a goal in the way if they're losing 3-0. So I'm not gonna argue the case here. I would have liked a clean sheet. I don't get many clean sheets unless it's a boring 1-0 game. That's pretty much the only time I get away with a clean sheet. The whistle blows at 3-1, and that's another win. I'm on a winning streak. I still haven't lost. So I'm playing Fulham next. Now Fulham, Besant, my right back, came from. So I'm hoping that he plays well against them. I'm sorry about the noise outside. I hope that doesn't pick up on the mic properly. I'm getting the ball whipped into Gomez. It doesn't really get his head to it properly. But yeah, Besant has been on fire. I'm happy I paid so much money for him. I normally spend a shitload of money on players and they become awful. Like, honestly, I like buying my cheap players because you have low expectations on them, and obviously if you spend big money, look at Man United the other season with Di Maria. That was key. I know that he had a few good games, but he wasn't the same Di Maria from the Real Madrid days. He's been playing ridiculously well for PSG. I don't know why he couldn't do that for Man United. I'm not going to complain too much. Pedro's done the same for Chelsea at the moment as well. He's been horrendous. I wouldn't be surprised if they sell Pedro. Oh, look at that. Kone. Not the Everton guy, obviously, and not the guy from 2012. He is one of my weaker players and one of the players that I don't give too much time for, so he might be gone by January. I don't have time for these players not to do well for me. They either play well and they stay, or they don't play well and they're gone. But, you know, a goal does give him a little bit more of a beneficial point. 1-0 against Fulham, a hard match, and I'm happy with 3 points. I'm playing Crystal Palace next, as you can see. Sticking with my 4-2-3-1, and it's the same players, pretty much, that you've seen through this episode. So we get kick-off, and like I said last game and last episode, and since I've started this season, a early goal was a great goal. Almost happened there. You'll see in a second a great setup for Korea. I think at this point they do actually show you how many goals he scores. A great goal around the keeper. There you go, 7 goals. I thought he was on more than that. It doesn't matter. I'm only about 10 games in and he's on 7 goals already. That's an amazing record. He's gone up from League 2. You know, you've got to think that a couple of episodes back he was in League 2. He was in League 1 and he was only scoring 15, 16 goals. He's in the Championship scoring 7 goals already. I think he's going to finish on 17 this year. Korea again almost scores. That would have been a nice 2 goals this game, 3 goals last. 90th minute, you know the whistle will blow any second now. Like you know, it's how I edit it. When you see that 90th minute, you know it will end unless there's a goal. But yeah, what can you say? A winning streak. Apart from that draw at the beginning. I got so cocky I thought I'd sim this game against Blackburn. If I lose, I lose. Oh well. This is the 11th game. We were 10 games with 26 points, which means that I have drawn 2 and not lost yet. So 11th game, do I lose? That would be 10 games in. It's a good start for any new starter in that league. We're drawing 1-1. And thinking about it, Korea on 7 goals in 10 games. That's really impressive, to be honest. We're down to 10 men. Kim gets sent off, and we still get the chance to score. How can this team lose? How can this team not get relegated? How can this team not get promoted this year? This team is going straight up to the Premiership. We're playing Brighton. We're going to be simming it again because, you know, this is the 12th game in, and I still haven't lost against a Championship team this year. I'm still winning. That's not a good start, is it? So yeah, I don't know where to improve my team. If anyone wants to say, oh, you know, look at this, look at that kind of thing, I mean, like, I might just start improving my B team until they start becoming my A team, and my A teams get sold or become my B. I don't know. I haven't worked it out yet. I'm drawing 1-1 against Brighton. They've always been a challenge team for me when I've played the actual matches, so simming it, a draw is happy days for me. We end this episode now. Next episode will be against Wigan, so I'll see you next time, guys. Have fun. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, please hit that sub button, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and why not check me out on Twitter.